দরজাটা বন্ধ করে দাও তো। গুড মর্নিং, শোনা যাচ্ছে? am I audible?
Yes, sir.
ভালো আছো সবাই? শুনতে পাচ্ছ? হ্যালো, শুনতে পাচ্ছ সবাই? রেসপন্স নাই কেন?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
কিন্তু তোমাদের অনেকদিন দেখা যাচ্ছে না, তোমরা একটু ভিডিওটা অন করো তো। তোমরা সবাই ভিডিওটা অন করো। করেছো? ভিডিও অন করেছো? শুনতে পাচ্ছ? Probably you have gone through the portion of schedule M, which we have discussed in the earlier class. Schedule M means it provides the requirements for GMP, good manufacturing practices in the modern pharmaceutical factory. Now, it has some general part. That part is common for all kinds of dosage forms. Say it is tablet or liquid, oral liquid, or capsule or injectables. Some part of the schedule M, which is common for all the manufacturing units, which you have to maintain, which you have to provide, the facilities you have to provide. That part is the general part. And the second part is some specific requirement. That means the requirement of the area for the basic installation for that particular dosage form. How much area is needed for manufacturing tablet? For basic installation of tablet manufacturing, how much area is you have to provide for the basic manufacturing unit, say for example, oral liquid preparation in a factory premises, and what are the necessary minimum equipments you have to provide for manufacturing of that particular dosage form. That has been described under part 2 of the schedule M. That we will discuss today. Not all kinds of dosage form we will discuss in this class. We will discuss some important dosage form manufacturing units like tablet, capsule, oral liquid, external preparation, that is your ointment, topical preparations, and injectables. There are some other dosage form also which has been described under this part of the schedule M, like surgical dressings, like inhalers, and some other dosage forms are also there, soft capsules like this. So I have just selected these 4 dosage forms for your knowledge as well as for your examination. Now, see, for external preparation means ointment, it may be solution, suspension, emulsions, which are applied on externally on our body. These external preparations, if you want to prepare in a manufacturing unit, then what are the minimum required equipments which you have to provide? That has been provided, that has been prescribed under this schedule M part 2. What are the equipments needed for it? At least you should know the name of these equipments, machineries, which you have to handle in the external preparation room. Mixing and storage tanks, and keep in your mind that all these equipments are to be made by stainless steel 316 grade. Different grades of steels are available, but our GMP is specifically mentioned that not below the 316 grade of stainless steel will be allowed to the manufacturing unit for maintenance of this GMP. So mixing and storage tank. Tank where you will mix all these ingredients to prepare your external preparation, either solution, suspension, emulsion, or whatever may be. And there will be some storage tanks. Both are made up of stainless steel. Stainless steel containers, which are actually kettle type. That means they have the capacity, they have the arrangement of steam, gas, or electrically heating arrangements. That means you can heat it electrically by just clicking the switch or by supplying steam or hot gas. That type of containers will be there because you have to use some heated solutions to prepare your preparation. Mixer will be there, that is also electrically operated. Planetary mixture. Colloid mill is needed for preparation of emulsions or any other suitable emulsifier. Triple roller mill, ointment preparation, you know that triple roller mill is required. Liquid filling equipment. After preparation of your external preparation, solid, liquid, emulsion, whatever may be, you have to fill in the containers, in your packaging containers. So liquid filling equipment is needed. These are the minimum required equipments. So mixing storage tanks, stainless steel containers, which has the arrangement of heating with steam, gas, or electricity. Mixer, planetary mixer, colloid mill, triple roller mill, and filling equipment. Area, minimum area is required 30 square meter. 30 square meter means 10 square meter means 108 square feet. So 30 means it is nearly 10 times more. That is 324 or like this square feet area for the basic installation, means where you are actually preparing the external preparation, the solid, the solution, or your suspension or emulsion or ointment, whatever may be. For this area, minimum area requirement is 324 square feet or 30 square meter, and you need some ancillary area for heating, for other added function which will required for the manufacturing. This ancillary area minimum 10 square meter or 108 square feet. But don't think that this area means the entire factory area. If your factory, if your manufacturing unit is only preparing external preparations, then this is the minimum area requirement, 30 plus 10, that is 40 square meter for the basic manufacturing of that preparation. But other than this, which we have already discussed in our general discussion, what are the areas you have to provide it? You have to provide a unit for quality control section. Minimum area is required. You have to provide the quarantine area. I mean, the storage area for raw material, storage area for packaging material, storage area for finished goods. You have to provide a workshop or for maintenance of your equipments and instruments. An area will be there. You have to provide cloakroom, that is the dress change room through which the employees or the staffs who will enter into the factory for manufacturing unit or other units, they will go. You have to provide a receipt area where you will receive all the external substance which will coming from the outside. You have to provide water management area, water preparation, either DM or distill, what kind of water is required for their preparation. You have to provide another area. You have to provide sampling booth from where you will take the samples for testing, either raw material, packaging material, or finished goods. So in this way, you have to provide many other areas which are required. You have to provide restroom or canteen. You have to provide toilets. So these are the additional area, and always whenever we'll discuss this area, that is the basic area or the ancillary area, with this, depending on the size of your factory, how many different type of dosage forms you are preparing, how many and what is the quantity, depending on this, the size is you have to decide, or your regulatory officers will tell you that this much amount of area is required for proper maintenance of the GMP. And generally we are considering it is not less than 200 square feet or 2000 square feet, or likely 200 square meter is needed for providing these additional general facilities, like your cloakroom. Cloakroom means the dress change room, like your water treatment units, your quality control section, your restroom or canteens, your toilets, your quarantine area. All this area you have to provide. So these are the general requirement. So this is all about this, your external preparation. For external preparation, if you want to prepare it, if you have been asked that how much area is needed, I have a factory, I want to add another unit, that is the external preparation unit. So you can guide that manufacturer, or you can tell to your interviewer that minimum area as per our drugs act and rules, as per our GMP norms, 30 square meter for the basic installation and 10 square meter for ancillary areas needed for external preparations. And these are equipments which are many minimum equipments that required in the manufacturing floor. Oral liquid preparation. This is also very common, and only common preparations I will discuss here. Oral liquid preparations, all kind of oral liquid preparations, whenever it will be prepared, this some of these equipments, minimum equipments which you have to provide to maintain our GMP norms. These are mixing and storage tanks made of stainless steel, jacketed kettle, that means where heating facilities are provided, and that is also made of stainless steel. Portable stirrer, electrically operated. A colloid mill or any suitable emulsifier. Colloid mill is for preparation of emulsions. Suitable filtration equipment is needed, where you can change the filter and you have to do the filtration. Generally, all kind of for oral liquid preparations. Semi-automatic or automatic bottle filling machine. Better automatic bottle filling machine. It is mainly used today, but it has been allowed that for this very small units, semi-automatic bottle filling machines can also be used. Pilfer-proof cap. You know, pilfer means you have seen the caps where whenever you are opening cap of a bottle, below there is a ring which is separated, and that is called pilfer, which don't allow to coming out of the liquid from that bottle. So pilfer-proof cap sealing machine. Cap sealing machine is, you have probably seen in the manufacturing unit, that cap sealing machine or pilfer-proof cap sealing machine has to be provided. You need deionized DM water or distilled water as per the requirement of the preparation. So water distillation unit and DM plant or deionizer has to be provided in the manufacturing section. And you have to have a facility of testing the clarity of the filled solution. After filling into the glass bottle or the container, plastic container, whatever may be, you have to finally check the clarity of the solution. And for checking the clarity, in a big factory, there are conveyor belts, and in the backside, there is some lighting arrangements. In the front, the staff will be sitting in a stainless steel bench or stainless steel tool. No wooden substances will be allowed in the manufacturing area as per our GMP requirement. So that bench, that stool which will be used, that also will be made by the stainless steel, and of course of 316 or the better grade of stainless steel. So clarity testing inspection unit will be there to see the clarity of the liquid preparation. So these are the equipment: mixing and storage tank, jacketed kettle of stainless steel, portable stirrer, colloid mill, suitable filtration equipment or filtration unit, bottle filling machine, cap sealing machine, DMR distillation plant, and clarity testing unit. Area for your oral liquid, how much area is required? The same like your external preparation, 30 square meter for the basic manufacturing unit, and 10 square meter is adjacent area for ancillary functions. So this is the minimum area requirement for the oral liquid preparations. Tablets, very important formulation. Lot of problems also arises whenever you will prepare tablets. The tablet section, obviously it should be free from dust. You know, the tablet is prepared by using the powders, or sometimes whenever there is very small amount of active material is there, we are preparing it by making granules such that its distribution is proper. So either by directly compressing the powder, or we are converting the powder into granules, then compressing the granules into tablet that way. And granulation is of different type, wet granulation, dry granulation, like this. So we are preparing, when the tablet is prepared, in the basic manufacturing section of the tablet, you have to see it is the GMP requirement that it is free from dust and floating particles. And for that purpose, necessary exhaust, air conditioning, air flowing system, you have to provide. You have to see that no mix-up, no cross-contamination happen there. So you have to take appropriate measures to minimize the chances. And that is why in the tablet section, you will see in your tablet preparation room, in the manufacturing room, there may be 3, 4, 2, that is more than one tablet compression machines you may have. Each machine, each tablet compression machine shall be isolated by aluminum sheet cubicle or glass cubicle, like this. Separate cubicles you have to make for each tablet compression machine. Why? Such that the powders which, or the granules which are being used in a particular tablet compression machine to compress to make the tablet, when the machine will be operating, running, no dust or no particles can float and go to the other compression machine where you are compressing, say, different preparation. So it can contaminate that product. To minimize the chance of contamination, each compression machine, tablet compression machine, shall be isolated into cubicles and connected to a vacuum dust collector through exhaust machine, such that the particles, the powders which is coming out from the machine, it can be collected separately in a separate area. So for each compression machine, separate dust collector, vacuum dust collector is provided through exhaust system. Ragnik Chatterjee এত late করে কেন? As a whole, if you see, if you enter into a tablet manufacturing, tablet production department, you will see it has been divided broadly into 4 different sections. What are the 4 different sections? In the first section, there will be mixing and granulation and drying of your ingredients. So in the first section, you have to take the weights of the ingredients. You have to mix it in the mixer. If required, you have to make the granules in the granulator. And their drying is also necessary. Sometimes you have to dry the powders. Sometimes you have to dry again the granules after preparing granules from the powders. So in the first section, these operations will be conducted. This unit operations will be done: mixing, granulation, drying. Hot oven dryer or fluidized bed dryer, like this dryers will be there. So for this section, required machineries I will tell you. Next section, compression section, where tablet compression machines will be there. Different types of modern compression machines are available now. So tablet compression And third is packaging section. After preparation of the tablet is, you have to visually, physically, you have to check the tablets, whether there is any particle, there is any black spot, whether there is any mottling or like this. After checking the tablet, it will go to the packaging department, packaging unit or packaging part of the manufacturing section, where either strip packaging or blister packaging will be done, and accordingly your machine will be taken, strip packaging machine or blister packaging machine. But if your tablet is a coated tablet, then after compression of the tablet, after checking physically the tablet is okay, then you will send it to the coating section, where coating of the tablets will be done, and after coating, then it will go for packaging. So these are the broad sections of a tablet manufacturing unit: mixing, granulation, drying, tablet compression, packaging section, coating section. If coating is not required, then 3 sections is sufficient. Now, for separate area, separate type of machineries are required. The first area, that is your mixing, granulation, and drying section. Here, disintegrator and sifter machine equipment is required. Powder mixer will be there. Mass mixer, planetary mixer, rapid mixer, different types of mixer and different designs of the mixers are available, and you have to provide it according to your requirement. Granulator will be there if granulation is necessary for preparing any particular tablet. Hot air oven with trays where you can dry your particles, either powders or granules. Sometimes you have to dry it in a fluidized bed dryer, a big dryer where fluidized way you dry your powders. And weighing machine obviously should be there. Otherwise, how can you take the weights? So these are the minimum equipments required in the first section, that is the granulation and drying section. Second is your compression section. You know that each compression machine is separately cubicled and it is connected with a dust collector section through exhaust pumps. This compression machine is needed. You need punch and dies and punch. Compression and punch এর ডাইয়ের মধ্যে পড়ে. Die will be according to your design of your tablet. You have to make your dies. So punch and die storage cabinets should be there where you will keep it. And according to changing of tablet, so different tablet has different type of set. So different dies and punches will be used. And that you have to always you have to prepare yourself. Now I am changing over this tablet, so I have to change the punches. I have to take the washed and clean punches and dies. I have to set it, and I have to check it that whether it is as per the tablet which I am manufacturing, that kind of punches and dies have been set or not. After tablet punching, when it is coming out from the dies, the tablets are passes through deduster machine. Just it is a soft cloth-like thing is passes through these tablets which dedusted it. Any external dust will be cleaned or removed from the tablet. So tablet deduster machine is required. Then there will be, which I have told you, that inspection belt. There will be a person who will see there is a belt, tablet will be passing through the belt, and you have to see. And this belt will rotate the tablet also. Both sides of the tablet you can see without putting your hand, without keeping your hand on the tablet, that whether it has any deformities, whether it has any additional particle or any impurities over it, or any adulteration over it or not. After checking, after inspection, it will go to the packaging section, where either strip or blister packaging machine you have to provide according to the requirement of your packaging. Tablet counter is there because say your packaging is for 10 tablet or say 14 tablet. So sometimes it happens, the market also we have got it, that one tablet is missing in the tablet strip. So that is a gross mistake, and that goes against the factory, against the manufacturing unit. So that as per GMP, that manufacturing unit has to take appropriate action through this tablet counter. And whenever there is, the machine will separate it. The machine will separate that particular strip that it is not filled, so that will be going outside of these your collecting um, collecting tank, collecting container, and that strips will then de-stripping you have to done. You have to cut the strip through a machine. You have to take out the tablets. Say it contains only 9 tablets. Take out the tablets. Then again you put it onto the into the hopper of the strip packaging machine, and it will be packaged again. So these operations you have to done in your factory. In the manufacturing unit, that I have not told you, in case of your external preparation, in case of your oral liquid also, in process testing facilities has to be provided in each manufacturing unit, say it is oral liquid or external preparation or tablet. In case of tablet, in processing testing is much more, much more. In case of external preparation, you will see that whether uh, proper emulsification has been done or not, whether the suspension is properly maintained for some time or not, what is the time for settling. In case of liquid, you will see that whether filtration is okay, clarity is okay or not. This type of in process pH of the liquid, you will see. And this type of in process testing you have to do during the manufacturing. Otherwise, at the end, it will be a total wastage. Your time, your money, your labor, everything. So in process testing is one of the most important criteria of GMP and quality assurance. You have to check it each and every moment within after 10 minutes, 5 minutes, that has been provided in the standard operating procedure or SOP of that particular unit. You have been given by your authority that this is the SOP, that you have to check it after such time, after half an hour, after 20 minutes, after 10 minutes, like this, depending on the condition. So what are the in-process tested done on tablet during manufacturing of tablets? You have to see the hardness of the tablet. That is very important. And if the hardness is not within the limit, you have to adjust the tablet compression machine accordingly, such that punches can give that amount of pressure such that that type of hardness is available. So you have to always check it, especially whenever you have just adjusted the machine and you have started manufacturing. You will check it frequently, one minute, 2 minutes, that whether it is okay or not. When you see that it is okay, a required amount of hardness is coming out, then it is okay, we'll operate. And after 30 minutes or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, as per your SOP, we'll check the hardness. So hardness, for checking hardness, there is hardness tester. Monsanto hardness tester generally used. You will rotate and it will press the tablet in front of this machine. Tablet will break after certain time, and you will see then from the reading that what is the pressure, and it is as per your SOP or not. What pressure is required, and you have to get that hardness by adjusting your tablet compression machine. So hardness testing is one of the important in process quality controlling. You have to see the thickness of the tablet. With the thickness measuring device, you have to check the thickness. You have to check the weight and weight variation. Probably you have gone through these testings as per IP, I don't know. You have to check the test. You have to weight the 20 tablets. You have to see that, find out the average weight, and you have to see that how many tablets are less than 10% of that average weight. And accordingly, you have to adjust your hopper from where the powders or granules are coming to the dies for punching and making the tablets. Then you have to adjust it such that proper amount of powder is coming to give the required weight of the tablet. So this is also very important testing. Friabilator, and for this purpose you need the electronic balance to see the weight and weight variation. Friabilator is an important testing of tablet. In the finished tablets also this testing has been done, but in process testing is very important because it is related with the tablet hardness, this friability. If the hardness is less, friability means how many, whenever it is in the transport or anyway it has been pressed, so part of the tablet may come out of this tablet surfaces. So that has been properly, limit has been provided in your SOP, that how much amount, how much weight can go out from the tablet during this uh, transit or this movement. Fibrillator is a round shaped one thing will be there. You will put the tablets, 100 tablets there. You will rotate this fibrillator, you will rotate it, and you will check it after a certain time. So 5 minutes or like this, and you will take the tablets without the powders, take the weight, and the initial weight is there. You will get how much powder is coming out from the tablet. It obviously depends. One of the factor of this fibrillator is obviously hardness. If hardness is less, the more amount of powder will be going out from the tablet, and that is why if then you have to correct the proper hardness. You have to adjust the machine accordingly. Disintegration time is another important quality control in process and as well as finish. So in process, you have to see that whether appropriate disintegration time is giving your tablet or not. The tablet which you are manufacturing, it is within the limit of the disintegration time. Otherwise, it will not give any function. If it has not disintegrated within the time, it will not give your biological response. So DT machine will be there, and you have to check the time which is required for its disintegration. So disintegration apparatus will be there. Most important apparatus is dissolution test apparatus. How much time is taking for dissolution? And you have to check that what is the biological availability, and dissolution is very, very important test. I am taking the tablet. It has been disintegrated in proper time, but it is not giving the appropriate concentration, blood concentration of this active material. So what is the utility of that medicine if it is not giving me the biological response? And from where you will get it? That in vitro, we can get it by this dissolution. Dissolution test apparatus will give you that what should be its biological response. So dissolution testing will be done during in process also. And this DT dissolution also related with the hardness. If hardness is very high, dissolution will obviously be more. You will not get the desired response within this stipulated time. And after packaging, you know that in the packaging machine, in the strip or blister, what is there in the aluminum foil and beside or paper foil, and with this paper foil and aluminum foil, there is some plastic substances are there, and that is the strips or blisters. Through two rollers, they are coming through two rollers, and these rollers are very much heated, hot rollers. When they're coming, the tablets from the hopper are entering in the proper place, dies are there, and it presses this, the roller presses this from the two sides. So when it's pressed, the plastic is melted and joined. And in the tablets dies, tablet will be there or capsule will be there. That is the funda of the packaging units. But if the heating is not proper, or if your strip is not properly coated with the plastic everywhere, then you will finally get the leakage. Your strip through the sides, there will be leak. And if there is leakage, your product may be damaged. Your tablet or capsule may be damaged with humidity and atmospheric from the atmosphere. And that is why you have to check it, that whether your strip is properly packaged or not, if there is any leak or not. So vacuum leak test is done. Vacuum leak test apparatus will be there. You will put the required number of strips, apply the vacuum. There will be water. Within the water, you will putting it with the colored water will be there. And after certain time, you will take it out open it, open the strip, you will see that whether any colored liquid has been entered into the tablet or capsule or not within the packaging section, packaging units or not, within the packets or not. So that is the vacuum leak test is important test that for your, I don't know, admit coach. Now, I have not yet discussed about the coating section. This is these three sections. What is the area requirement for this tree for the basic installation for this tablet? I mean the without coating. This is 60 square meter and 20 square meter for the ancillary area. Keep in your mind the first two external oral liquid 30 10 30 10. Now it is 60 20 60 for the basic because tablet section is a big section, and 20 for the ancillary areas for keeping your equipments or washing time to time. You have to wash it whenever you are changing your product from one tablet to another. Next is coating section. If your tablet or any of the tablets require any coating, different types of coating are there. You have already gone through your pharmaceutics classes. According to requirement, coating section has the following minimum equipments: stainless steel jacketed kettle for heating the liquid, which will be used as a coating liquid. Coating pan is there where you will keep your tablet, and the coating heat hot solution, coating solution will be sprayed over it, and it will rotate smoothly for smooth coating over the tablet. Next is polishing pan. After coating, it should be properly polished, otherwise it will look very bad. Exhaust system should be there. Some dust may come from your tablet that will be properly collected in a vacuum dust collector. Air conditioning and dehumidification is very, very important requirement here, and weighing balance you need. So these are the minimum equipment required: SS jacketed kettle, coating pan of stainless steel, polishing pan, exhaust system, air conditioning and dehumidification arrangement. You have to see and note down in your record also that what is the RH value at that time, relative humidity, and air conditioning system, and weighing balance, temperature you have to measure. Area of our coating section, here is again 30 and 10. 30 square meter for the coating unit, basic unit, and 10 for ancillary area is recommended. But if you have to prepare any hypodermic tablet, you know what is hypodermic tablet? Some hypodermic tablets are prepared, which actually these tablets are liquefied. Solution is made whenever you are applying or dispensing the tablet onto your patient. It has made a solution, and that solution is given injection, the hypodermic injections. So these tablets are called hypodermic tablets. Not very common. Sometimes it is manufactured by some companies, and in that case, if hypodermic tablets are, you have to prepare. Aseptic condition is necessary because you know it is injection. Finally, it will be entered into the patient, into the person as an injection. This is all about your tableting section. So as a whole, if there is coating 60 plus 30, 90, and ancillary 20 plus 10. Capsule, another important pharmaceutical dosage form, very common. And for manufacture of capsules, separate enclosed area where suitable air conditioning system and dehumidification has been provided with proper air locking system, which is generally you see in your injectable or parenteral preparations. So air locking should be there. Dehumidification is very important for capsule. Otherwise, your hard gelatin cell or soft gelatin cell that will damaged if moisture content is more in your air. And if that is also common for tablet also, beta-lactam and non-beta-lactam, if penicillin type of preparations are there, it is very carefully you have to handle, and separate arrangements are generally done such that it cannot produce any cross-contamination. So beta-lactam, non-beta-lactam, if there are two types of capsules, you have to take separate arrangements separately, it will be manufactured, or separate area should be provided. So equipments, what are necessary equipments for capsule manufacturing? You know that powders you have to mix. You will mix the powder, and that will be entered, that will be placed inside the capsule cell. Two capsule cell will be there. One cell you will fill the tablet, other cell just covered over it, and it will be locked. That is the capsule manufacturing is very easy manufacturing. So mixing and blending equipment will be there for powder mixing and blending. Then capsule filling units, where I have told you that two dies will be there. Capsule cells will be placed over these dies, and one die here from hopper, the powder mixing will come and fill the cell, half cell, and over it you just place the other half cells of the capsule, and that is why capsule is made. Capsule counters will be there, and then there will be weighing balance to see that exact amount of powder has been provided in each capsule or not. And then also there is the weight variation, and the same thing will be done in the in-process control. Capsule polishing, because there may be powder will be there over the capsule cells. You have to polish it properly. Then packaging. Packaging will be done either strip or blister packaging machine. And you have to see the disintegration. Disintegration test apparatus will be there. Weight balance weighing machine will be there. Minimum area here, slightly less area is required. 25 square meter for basic installation and for 10 square meter for your ancillary area. So this is about the capsule. Capsule, whenever you are entering any capsule unit, you will see that whether proper dehumidifier and air conditioning is done or not, whether it has this minimum equipments like mixing blending equipment, capsule filling units, capsule counter, capsule polishing, and capsule packaging machines, and also for weight balance and your DT machine will be there, and 25 and 10 the area requirement. Ophthalmic preparations, another important preparation. Ophthalmic preparations, thermostatically controlled hot air oven should be there. These are the equipments, minimum equipments required for ophthalmic solution or suspension or ointment. So that is why you have to take here the machinery. From the list of machinery, you will see for the liquid, like oral liquid, and for the ointment, all kind of machinery will be there, because sometimes you have to prepare ophthalmic ointment, sometimes ophthalmic solution or suspension. So thermostatically controlled hot air oven, jacketed kettle of stainless steel, mixing and storage tanks of stainless steel, planetary mixer, colloid mill, ointment mill, tube filling, tube blank or vacant tubes will be there, and the mixed, that is the ointment, you have to fill it. So tablet tube filling and crimping equipment will be there, which will crimp the backside of the tube. You will see there is some crimping that sealed actually the tubes. Tube cleaning equipment will be there through air jacket system. Tube will be cleaned such that anything not attached on its surface. And tube washing and drying equipment will be there before using this tube for filling your ointment. I mean, the emulsions, you have to wash it properly and you have to dry it. So tube washing and drying equipment will be there. Same thing is required for your other preparations, for your external preparation, for your oral liquid. There will be bottle washing machine, bottle washing facility will be there. Automatic vial washing machine, if it is vial. If it is liquid is taken, vial drying oven will be there for eye drop vials. Rubber bung washing, sometimes you have to use rubber bung washing machines will be there. Cartridge and membrane filters. After liquid preparations, you have to filter it through membrane filters, and cartridges are required for this filtration. Automatic or semi-automatic, better is automatic liquid filling machine you have to provide for ophthalmic solutions. Autoclave is necessary for sterilization. Laminar airflow units, the filling will be done under the laminar airflow workbenches, such that proper HEPA filter is placed in the laminar airflow, and so filtered air, bacteria-free air or micro-free air will be coming when you are exposing your preparation during the filling operation. And proper air conditioning and dehumidification is done. For the air conditioning also, you know, I have discussed in the general requirement that how we will control the air, how we will manage the air which is entering into the manufacturing unit. All these airs will be coming through some HEPA filters, and that air which has lesser amount of particles or minimum amount of microorganisms, that is only allowed to enter, and that is the air conditioning system. And with this, the temperature is also maintained, and dehumidification is required for proper amount of moisture content of the air in the manufacturing section. Area requirement is not very high here. It is also 25 square meter, ancillary 10 square meter, like your capsule. Parenteral preparation, the whole operation of the manufacturing of parenteral preparation. Parenteral preparation means it may be small volume injectables or large volume parenterals. And two types of packaging you will material you will observe. Either it is in glass or it is in plastic containers. Nowadays, the large volume parenterals like your saline, which you commonly say, your dextrose normal, dextrose and sodium chloride, or metronidazole, or like this, all these salines or any antibiotics, these are nowadays filled in plastic containers. All these LVPs, glass is not allowed now. But small volume injectables, glass is used. So these parenteral preparations, either SVI or LVP, these are according to the containers used. They are they have their separate kind of area requirement, separate kind of machinery requirement. Because in case of plastic containers, especially in case of LVPs, nowadays the manufacturing units are not allowed to purchase the plastic containers from outside. They have to make the containers within the pharmaceutical manufacturing unit itself. They will only allowed to purchase the plastic granules, and the machine will be inside, in situ machine. Within the filling section, you have to prepare the plastic container, then you fill it immediately, such that the chances of contamination is minimized. And accordingly, I'm coming later on. First, we'll discussing the general requirements of the different areas in which the whole manufacturing section is divided. Like in the tablet, we have divided into 4 sections. Here, we have divided in the water management area. In 8 different sections are there for the parenteral preparation. It's the most important section of your manufacturing units. Water management area, properly you have to manage the water such that water, you have distilled water. After distillation, you are allowed to cool the distilled water when you are supplying into the manufacturing section of your parenteral preparation. So at that time, that water may be contaminated with some microorganisms. Your water pipeline, if there is a leakage, if your water pipeline is not properly made with the stainless steel, with proper quality of stainless steel, so you have to see that you have to prepare proper distilled water, you have to maintain it at 70 degrees centigrade temperature all through, during the transit through the pipelines, supply lines, and during storage tank, keeping in the storage tank. Everywhere its temperature should be not less than 70 degrees centigrade, such that microbial growth can be avoided. So one section is water management area, another is containers and closure preparation area, where you have to prepare your containers and closures. Your solution preparation room, where you will prepare the actual injectable. The filling, capping, sealing area. Sterilization area. After that, you have to sterilize it. Some preparations are finally sterilized, and some preparations are during the manufacturing sterilized. Anyway, sterilization area you have to provide. Quarantine area. Quarantine means the storage area, you know. And this is for the raw material, for packaging material, for finished goods. Visual inspection area will be there. You have to visually inspect each and every container and your packaging area. So these are the 8 areas. You have to divide your entire manufacturing section. Now, what are the equipments? For each area, you have separate equipments. For water management area, you need DM plant or deionized plant, distillation plant, thermostatically controlled storage tank, such that the temperature can be maintained properly. Transfer pumps, through pump, you have to transfer the water from the tank to the supply line, and the stainless steel service line. Service lines will be made up of stainless steel. Now container and closure preparation area, second section. Here the ampule, vial, the bottle, this all these containers, proper rotatory washing machine will be there, and you have to pass air, water, distilled water by jets. So your machine will do all these things. Next is automatic closer washing machine, storage equipment for ampule, vial, bottle closers, and dryer and sterilizer. Generally double-ended. From both sides you can operate it. Through one side you will load the containers, and from outside one side the manufacturing section will take it out. So chances of physically moving, you have to minimize it. One side there is a separate kind of air control is there. From outside you have entered the containers in the dryer. Then you close it properly, it will be dried, and after proper drying time, once another door of the dryer will be, or sterilizer will be inside the manufacturing room or solution preparation room, they will take it out, or filling room, they will take it out and fill it. So solution preparation room, now for a solution preparation room, you need stainless steel tank, portable stirrer, cartridge and membrane filter, and bacteriological filters, transfer pumps. That is the minimum requirement for preparation of injections. Filling, capping, sealing area. Here automatic filling, capping, and sealing machine is required. Laminar airflow benches are required, under which workstation, under which you have to fill the injections. Though you are controlling the air of the entire manufacturing unit, but then also whenever you are exposing the place where you are exposing your injectable liquids, that place is also overall centrally air conditions through very high grade of air. Clean room facilities 100 is provided there. But then also another checking, when you are filling, it will be done under laminar airflow workstation. Stainless steel benches and stools will be provided for seating, for working. Gas lines, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, these gas lines will be there provided, because whenever required you have to take the gas. Then the sterilization area, steam sterilizers is preferred. Steam sterilization with computer control. Hot air sterilizer will be provided there, and pressure leak test apparatus for seeing the leak in the packaging. In the quarantine area, there will be storage cabinets. There will be raised platforms or steel racks. Keep your either raw material or finished goods properly. Visual inspection area, you have to visually inspect each and every unit that will passing through the conveyor belt, and white and black assembly illumination lamps will be there, such that it help you or assist you to visually check the containers for any foreign material or any other particles. Packaging area, automatic batch coding machine will be there, where batch will be coded automatically. Leveling unit will be there, conveyor belt type leveling unit will pass through it and leveled properly. Probably you have seen it in the manufacturing unit. So this is the machinery from the packaging unit. Area requirement is very high here, because lot of facilities you have to provide. Your just only entrance, the dress change room will be 3 graded. Black, gray, and white rooms. You have to pass through from one room to another. Then you will be allowed to enter into the solution preparation room. So 150 square meter for the basic installation, and 150 square meter for the ancillary area for both small volume injectables SVI and large volume parenterals or LVP. The whole operation, if it is taken in the plastic containers, first thing we have gone to glass containers. If it is in the plastic containers, I have already told you, LVP in the plastic containers are done either all automatic, that is form, fill, seal. You have to know these terminologies. You have been asked, what is FFS? FFS means form, fill, seal type of containers. In LVP, large volume parenterals, like your salines, you will see 2 types of containers are nowadays available. One is BFS, another is FFS. FFS means form, fill, seal. That is how you are manufacturing, producing the containers in the injection manufacturing unit. I have told you, it is not being purchased from outside. You have to prepare, you have to make the container within your injection manufacturing or saline manufacturing section. It can be manufactured by all automatic method, that is form, fill, seal, or it can be blow fill seal. In case of blow fill seal, you are partly, it is semi-automatic. Partly you have taken the containers and then blowing will be done in the container, then fill and sealing will be done. So form fill seal is better. You are taking the granules, you are preparing your container according to your shape, and you are filling immediately. So chances of contamination is very less. So same thing, like glass containers, it is also separated in the same way. Only one thing is different here. That is the container molding, come filling and sealing will be done here. Container closure washing system is not here. And the sterilization is also here different, because here you have to use the superheated steam sterilizer only with computer control for timing and temperature, computer control machine, superheated steam sterilizer. No dry heat sterilizer is not possible because the plastic container, you cannot use dry heat sterilization. Otherwise, it is same. Area requirement is more here because you are making the containers here. So plastic from plastic granules. So 250 square meter minimum area for basic installation. In case of glass containers, from in which case you are purchasing the containers from outside, 150 square meter for basic installation. Here, when either you are preparing the containers in the FFS or BFS method, 250 square meter area is needed. 250 square meter for the ancillary area also required. And another thing you have to keep in your mind, for either glass containers injectables or plastic containers injectables, in both cases, a huge amount of area is required for keeping the packaging materials. And that is 100 square meter minimum area is required for properly keeping or storing the packaging materials. So this is all about your preparation, different kind of preparations. And the common preparations I have taken. Now, if you have any questions, you may ask me. I have completed Schedule M. Schedule M is one of the most important. Schedule U and Schedule M is very important for you, for especially for during your factory training, during your interview, and also your examination. And other schedules which we have to go through, one of them is Schedule T, and that is also good manufacturing practices for Ayurvedic preparations, and that is in your syllabus. Schedule M1 for homeopathic good manufacturing, that is not in your syllabus, in detail for detailed study. Schedule M2 for cosmetics GMP, that is also not your syllabus for detailed study. So another thing for detailed study is Schedule T, and another is Schedule V for patent and proprietary medicine. And Schedule Y is there, but that is now that has been changed now. That has been changed now, and new rule has been made. So we'll only go through Schedule T and Schedule V. Then offenses I will discuss, and that is your whole part for the drug rules as far as your syllabus is concerned. Now, anyone, you have any question on this Schedule M or any part which I've earlier taught to you? No question? Chinmoy?